Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Aurora and you are watching Drawsome. So today is something that I struggle with quite badly and it is hair. So we're going to try and decipher how to draw hair. So let me fold this back and make sure we're in frame. Okay. So, yeah, this is going to be one of those types of tutorial. I wouldn't even call it a tutorial. It is just going to be my attempts at drawing hair. So, and for the most part, it's going to be women's hair because women's hair, you know, when it's much longer, some guys do have long hair, but women are notoriously have longer hair, and we'll put it up, half down, pigtails, buns. I mean, it's endless. Whereas men, it's either short or long, you know. So women's hair is always a little bit more difficult to do. So let me make sure we're still good. Okay, we're still good. Let's see. So first one we're gonna do. Now these are probably gonna be all straight on views, not, you know, 3/4. I might throw a 3/4 in there, but for the most part, it'll just be straightforward. And these are just representing your heads and the faces. And let's see, let's put some the eye line in there too, as to where that's gonna go, because that kind of gives you an idea as to how high the forehead and then the top of the head would be. So let's see, let's give this one some bangs. And from what I can tell you is that if you have drawn your head, you always draw the hair slightly above that line. It gives the hair some volume, and you draw the hair as it's all like a baseball cap, kind of. So it's one shape. So there we have it. That's one type, and this would be your bangs here. And then you can go in and, you know, darken up your part. And the hair that's in the background is always going to be darker, because it's in the shadow. So there, that's one. So let's see, we could do something along the lines of, and this would be like a smooth bob, and then we could do like, no, we'll just draw the, like we said, it's always, you draw in shapes. Like it's all one big shape. I would consider these like a dreadlock. And those you can draw at all different lengths, because that's pretty much how they turn out, depending on how tight the dreadlock turns out to be. And this would be your face here. Make the neck a little bit bigger. And then dark underneath. So we got dreadlocks, that works. And you can even go so far as to put like little beads in them. Little curly cues. I mean, you can get really into doing something like this. So that's another one. Let's see. Let's do a bun. So here's our head. Now, I'm not saying this is the exact shape, but you would do your neck. And because the hair's pulled up, I mean, this girl's gonna have probably like cute little wispy bangs. But you have to put her ears in so that it doesn't look super strange. Gotta know where that, because they're gonna be pulled up. We can put like little tendrils in front of her ears. And then this part here would give her a little bit of volume. And then the bun. You want to make it a little bit darker at the bottom so it shows that it's in shadow. There we go. And then because it's all pulled up, I mean, you could even put like little wispies back here. You can make it look like it's coming undone a little bit. So there's a bun. So you can see how it's like one basic shape. And if you looked at this, if you looked at all three of these, this here is like that. This is basically the same. And then this would be like, so this is what they're saying, it's like a basic shape. To not get too involved with all the little hairs, unless you're trying to render it really, really, you know, like realistic. Let's see. Draw a few more faces here. We're gonna fill this page up. I can feel it coming. So here's your center line and your eye line. Oh, let's see. Oh, let's do pigtails. I like them. They're cute. This is the part that's pulled back. And we always, like, we know here's the eyes. The ears always start, the top of the ears come right even with the eye line. So if your eyes are here, top of the eye, the top of the ears come right there. So then you just put little knobby things and bring it, make them even so they don't look so strange. And you could do little bangs here if you wanted to. Just make sure you come up above where you've got your, you know, the top of the skull. The hair is not flat against that. It's up above. So there's some pigtails. Let's see what else. Let's do some curly hair. So curly hair is a little bit, people get kind of crazy about curly hair. Whenever you see curly hair, they've always got like little wispy things. And here's her neck. So you can always, you know, have that part just continue. But you can see how this isn't as smooth like this one here. So you've got this opportunity to have like these little curly bits. So there you go. And then you can always go in and later and add like strands if you wanted to, which is something also when it comes to the shading of hair. It's, if you look at each piece, like you're not going to draw every single little piece of hair unless you're doing realism. Then it can get really involved with all that little bitty, you know, every little hair. But you got to look at it where it comes like one chunk of hair over another. And so in here will be shaded. This is if you're shading your hair. And then you'll come up to a part where you'll stop. This will be much darker. And then it starts shading again and then gets darker again. Reason being is if this hair is laying under another piece of hair, the light will hit it here. I mean, you'll see little strands, but you're not going to, the light's gonna hit. Hair's shiny, or it should be. If it's healthy, it should be shiny. So in these parts here, it makes this part here look shinier if you have these parts darker. So that's when you're going to go in here and you're going to like piece out a piece like this. This would be dark. This would be dark. But you have that highlight right there. And it's like this. Darken up here. You would darken through there, darken through there. But that would stay shiny. Darken here. Darken under that. So you have the little highlights on each piece here. So it shows that it's kind of wavy. Let's see, what else? I can do a guy. So we're gonna show those ears. And we know his eyes are right here and his mouth right here. And let's see, he would have something along those lines. So it's very simple to do guy's hair, like I said. I mean, and doing anything with guy's hair is actually, now, I am not the one with the whole, you have the long, and then it's like all spiked. I mean, yeah, you could do this. I'm sure a lot of artists do. Kind of reminds me of so looks like he's a Pokemon trainer or some stuff. I don't know about any of that anime hair thing going on. That's about as good as I can do. Oh, let's see. We have so many. Let's see. Draw the center lines. And of course, if you're going to do a 3/4, let's push this up a little bit so we're not so far out of frame. There we go. you're gonna do a 3/4, regardless of what this is. The one side you're just not gonna see it as much. So let's say this is our 3/4 view. And let's say let's pick one. Let's do the pigtails. So the pigtail, you know, you're gonna see more of her ear. You're not gonna see the other ear because it's on the other side of the head. And this part's gonna come down because this is her jaw, comes up, her neck. Yeah, let's see. Your ponytail on this side, you're gonna see all these you're gonna see a little bit of it up above because you're still gonna see the top of the head. But this is a little bit darker here. This side, you're not gonna see the bow tie, the little tie. You're just gonna see the hair. And it's gonna be mostly hidden behind her neck because it's on the opposite side. So you're just gonna see it on the opposite side. You're not gonna see it. So let's say, let's do another 3/4. Which one should we choose? Let's do the guy. So we know here's his eyes. So here's one ear. And so he's gonna have sideburns. Nose always come down. And you're going to see just enough to see, cover up the forehead, or you won't see that part of the forehead at all. You'll actually, it'll show. Or you could actually even have, you could have it like where it's clipped in. But see, I used to be a hairdresser, or I went to beauty school. I wasn't a hairdresser. I did nails for like 25 years, but I worked in so many salons. So it's kind of, I've seen all types of haircuts. So that's a 3/4 like this here. Let's see what else. Oh, you know which one we didn't do? We didn't do space buns. I think space buns are so cute. So here's our eyes and our ears. Let's do the little front like that. I don't know why I always do that. Oh, you just make it dark. And oh, we'll put in a little bit of a shine. And then space buns. Look like Mickey Mouse ears. things here. So this is basically, it's just making sure you've got that shape for each style that you want. I mean, you could make up hairstyles if you felt like it. This face is way too big. What the heck did I do? There we go. But I mean, you can make up hairstyles if you felt like it. You could do eyes here. Let's see. Put ears. And if you wanted to, you could do that Caesar cut, kind of like Jazza has. Something like that. Or let's see. More ears. Let's see, I didn't even bother putting an eye line. Let's see. I could do it's a very cartoony kind of a straight bang. You basically, you're cutting that hair and then parting it into little sections. And then you could put, oh, now I realize too, these are kind of on the cartoony side, but the idea is still the same, regardless of whether you're doing realism or cartoons or any of the like. You always start out with the shape, you know what shape you want, and then you just start going in and adding the little details to make it look more real. So it's just that sort of thing. You kind of just play with it. And you just gotta, I mean, if you have to, look at your own hair in a mirror and just draw it. You could easily do that. So it's just a matter of, you know, coming up with that shape. See, what else? I mean, if there's a certain hairstyle or anything that you'd want to see, I am more than willing to try and draw it. I am not above it. Try and do a side part here. You put a little hairband in. And those are behind the ears, not in front of them. And it just depends on what it is you're going for. Let's see, what else? We do a pixie cut. Or no, let's do an afro. Let's do that. 3/4. Put it here, there. Let's see. And it is literally, because they are very curly. Came too far down. So then you just shade all this in. Oh, there we go. Just different types of hairstyles, and it's all up to you as to how short you want it or how long you want it. I mean, it's really quite simple. And I used to struggle bad with it. I really did. But the more you do it, the better you get, and it just becomes something that becomes more fun rather than something you start dreading having to do. So. But yeah, if y'all want to follow along with me and draw along with some hair studies, that would be great. And don't forget to put them up on Instagram and tag me with the word #DrawsomeSquad. And I will see if I can't feature you in next week's video like these folks did for noses last week. So here's our featured artist from last week. And I really appreciate everybody who does follow along. And I guess I will see you in next week's video when I get my new partner in crime. And I want to thank Weblight Dreams. I always want to call it Weblight Designs. Weblight Dreams, Dora over at Weblight Dreams. Please go check out her video. She helped me out this week and she's drawing some hair too. So go make sure you go check her video out as well. And until I see you next week, love you bunches. Bye.